In this video, I'm going to be ranking the best obtainable shooting guards right now in NBA 2K25 Myteam on a tier list here ranging from S that does go all the way down to D tier, and we have about 35 of the best obtainable shooting guards in this entire game. So what I do mean by an obtainable shooting guard is going to be a card that you can number one at least afford on the auction house, or you can grind for free, whether it's in the festival exchanges, whether it's a level 40 Paul George, or whether it's a card in the NBA playoff spotlight sim. These are going to be all of the best actually obtainable cards at the shooting guard position. So not going to be talking about, the GOAT cards and the Invincible cards and the expensive 100 overalls that nobody can afford. So these are going to be all the best obtainable shooting guards in the game. Glenn Robinson starting us off here is probably one of the better ones. I'm going to throw him in somewhere in A, at least for now, but I honestly could see him being an S tier obtainable shooting guard. He is actually really good at the shooting guard position. 6'5" at the 2, 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan, 99 every single stat is all very good. The badges are really good on this card. The jump shot is amazing with the Matt Ryan base, PJ Tucker upper on very quick timing. It's a great jump shot, Pro 2 fade, and then he has almost the best dribble sigs in the game. The only sig he's missing is a Steve Francis size up, because he does have one of the worst size ups in this game in Ray for Allison, but he's got the best dribble style, the best escape, the best behind the back. He's an unbelievable 2-guard. He's got a good player model as well. I would consider putting him S tier, but I think for now, we're going to keep him in the A tier category. Talking about Dark Matter Dr. J, realistically at this time of the year, I feel like Dr. J is probably B. He's not a bad shooting guard, but he is a little bit outdated. Right, this card came out all the way back on January 10th, and his jump shot's on normal timing. He doesn't have a dribble style. He doesn't have a size up. He's still a really good card, just the way he plays in game. He's a great slasher, good enough defender, still has a very good jump shot. Even though it's on normal timing, I do think Dr. J has to be in B tier. Trey Murphy probably, I would say, goes somewhere in like C to B. This card didn't impress me too much. I might go Trey Murphy in C tier. Honestly, I just wasn't a huge fan of this card's jump shot. He is 6'8" at the 2, 7-foot wingspan, does give you solid defense, and his dribble sigs they're okay. He does have the Pro 2 fade. Maybe C tier is a little bit too low. I just wasn't a huge fan of Trey Murphy. Maybe we could go B tier. Now, Pink Diamond Josh Childress, he's going in S. This card is basically perfect at the shooting guard position. I know his stats maybe aren't the best, but this card has the best dribble sigs in the game. He's got an amazing jump shot. He's really good at the shooting guard position, and he's also 6'8". Trevor Ariza, I do like in A. I think he is a great defensive card. I think he's got a good jump shot. His sigs are not bad. I think he's a really good two-way card. Maybe he goes B. We could go B tier for Trevor Ariza. Mike Miller also going to be in B. The thing about Mike Miller is he's a very good card, but the problem is he's only really good at shooting the 3-ball, but he does have one of the best jump shots in this game. Also, like the next card we're going to talk about, which is just 100 overall Shawn Marion, who has one of the best jump shot in the game, but also does have very good dribble sigs. He's also an amazing defensive card, so I do think he provides a lot more than like a Mike Miller, who's pretty much just a spot-up shooter in my opinion. But yeah, this Shawn Marion card is absolutely amazing. One of the more underrated cards in this game. 6'7" at the 2, 6'10" wingspan. His card's obviously got 99 every single stat. His jump shot is probably the best jump shot I've used all year. Pro 2 fade, and then does have almost the best sigs in the game. He's got one of the best escapes. He's got the best dribble style, a solid size up. He also does have the Kawhi Leonard motion style, and the Kawhi motion style, if you guys don't know, is the best motion style in this game when it comes to defense and playing on ball. So this card is unbelievable as an on ball defender. Ricky Davis is probably C tier. He's just outdated and needs a new card, to be honest. I would love to see a Dark Matter Ricky Davis. I'd love to see 100 overall Ricky Davis. He could definitely be top tier. Mark Aguirre is actually really good. I would say Mark Aguirre is at least B, and I don't think you could call me crazy to put him in A tier. Maybe a little bit crazy because of his size, but he's 6'6" at the 2, 6'9" wingspan. He's got a really good jump shot, Pro 2 fade, and again, just like Glenn Robinson, almost the best dribble sigs in this entire game. I'll probably put him as like a weaker version, like a worse version of Glenn Robinson, but that's pretty much what he is, and he's only a Galaxy Opal. Kyle Korver, I'm gonna go like A. He's basically Mike Miller, but better, is my explanation. He's kind of in between Shawn Marion and Mike Miller. He is again, sort of one-dimensional card where he's only really a spot-up shooter. I know some people have said they like this card's dribbling. I don't think you can move all that well with this card, but if you have a lot of success with that, then I mean, go ahead and try to dribble with this card. If you can dribble with him, that's obviously going to be very good. He does have the Pro 2 fade though, really good jump shot, and he's a better defender than Mike Miller, right? He can be a better rebounder, he plays better interior defense, he's faster, all that type of stuff does matter, so I do think he's a better card than Dark Matter Mike Miller. Now Cedric Maxwell, easily the best obtainable shooting guard in this game. he technically is still obtainable in the Festival of Champions exchanges, and he will be expiring once we go into season 7, or once we go into season 8. So if you guys haven't got this card already, make sure to do so, because you can still earn event pieces in the Festival of Champions, so you can still get this card easily if you guys haven't already, and I would definitely recommend it. One of the best shooting guards in this game, literally perfect. He's a hidden invincible card. Even though it says he's a dark matter, he might as well be an invincible card with how good his SIGs, jump shot, stats and badges, and the fade that he does have. DeMar DeRozan, honestly, this card sucks. I'm being honest with you guys, I do not like this card whatsoever. If you're a big DeMar DeRozan fan, I will say I do apologize, because this card, he's really bad. His jump shot sucks, his fade sucks, his SIGs are not that good. Yeah, his stats and his badges are cool, but I'm taking every single card above him easily at the shooting guard position. Dark Matter Kawhi is good. I think Kawhi is A tier. He still is an amazing defensive card, one of the best on-ball defenders in this game. He's still got a really good catch and shoot jump shot, is pretty much just a better version of that Trevor Ariza card. Wilson Chandler, I wasn't too impressed with this card. I'm thinking probably like C, maybe B tier at the highest. He is 6'8" at shooting guard with a 7-foot wingspan. His stats and badges are okay. His jump shot is pretty good, but he doesn't have Pro 2 fade, and I feel like his dribble SIGs could be a lot better. So I'm gonna go Wilson Chandler, probably in like the high C tier category. Dark Matter RJ Barrett and Dark Matter Gordon Hayward are just not that great as shooting guards in my opinion. They're still very usable, and again, they're on this list because they're some of the best obtainable shooting guards in the game, but I think compared to the best, they're going to be at the bottom of the list. But these are only 35 cards, so I'm saying they're like a top 35 obtainable shooting guard, but there is definitely better cards in my personal opinion, like 100 overall J-Dub, who is easily an A, and I want to put an S, but I think for now we're gonna go high A tier for J-Dub. I might just go S, because actually, is he better than Glenn Rice or Glenn Robinson? I don't know if he is. I mean, his SIGs are also very good, but he is only 6'5" at shooting guard, but he does have a 7'2" wingspan. He plays really good defense. His jump shot's good, Pro 2 fade, and then almost has the best SIGs in the game. He's just missing that behind the back. I'll put him in high A tier for now alongside Glenn Robinson, but I could see one or maybe both of those cards going up into S tier. Dark Matter Franz, he probably is A. I'm not a huge fan of this card, but he is really good. Every time I play him, he does shoot the ball at a very high level. He is 6'10" at shooting guard, so he plays good defense. Not a huge fan of his dribble SIGs though. I feel like his SIGs and his movement could have been a lot better, but Dark Matter Franz is really good. I'm going to put him in A tier. Dark Matter Steven Jackson, kind of on the same ranking as Trey Murphy. Wasn't a huge fan of either of these cards, but they're definitely solid at the shooting guard position. Amen Thompson, I still like a lot. Going to throw him in A tier. LaMarcus Aldridge, people might call me crazy for this. I'm throwing him somewhere in B. I do think this card has a lot of value just because in the sense that he is 6'11" at shooting guard with a 7'5" wingspan. It's incredibly nice to have that tall of a shooting guard, but I'm not really impressed with this card's jump shot. He doesn't have very much movement, and I feel like he's a huge liability out there on the offensive end. And defensively, yeah, he can be good, but you kind of have to have your lineup perfectly around LaMarcus Aldridge, and to me, I would just much rather have an Amen Thompson, a Kyle Korver, a J-Dub, a Kawhi, a more traditional shooting guard. That's just for me personally. LaMarcus Aldridge still can be very good, and that's why he's in B tier, but I do think there's obviously better obtainable shooting guards, like Brandon Ingram. I mean, he's 6'10", only an inch shorter, has a much better jump shot, but a much better movement, and he's just as good or even better defensively because he does have 99 in every single stat. So BI, one of the best obtainable shooting guards in this game, definitely throwing him in A tier. Dark Matter Richard Jefferson, gotta go in S. He is pretty much one dribble sig away from being the exact same card as a Cedric Maxwell. They're basically the same card, except that Richard Jefferson doesn't have, I want to say it's the size up. Yeah, he has the best dribble style, the best escape, the best behind the back, the best moving step back. He just doesn't have the Steve Francis size up, but his jump shot, one of the easiest jump shots to green in the game. It's the exact same jump shot that Invincible Jokic has, and maybe Larry Johnson as well. Does Larry Johnson have that? Yeah. So it's the same jump shot as Larry Johnson, same jump shot as Nikola Jokic, who are both Invincible level cards, and just like Cedric Maxwell, Richard Jefferson is pretty much an invincible card, just missing the Steve Francis size up. Brandon Miller is B tier. He's a good shooting guard, nothing too crazy about him. Has a decent jump shot, plays good defense, can be a good slashing card. Paul Millsap, I think he's okay, probably B tier as well. Mario Ellie, not a huge fan of this card. Realistically, gonna throw him in like C or D. I guess we'll go C tier for Mario Ellie. Jabari Smith Jr., kind of the same thing as LaMarcus Aldridge, but I do like his jump shot a lot more than LaMarcus Aldridge, so I would low-key say he's a better card than LaMarcus, but we're gonna go both these cards in the B tier category. Paul George, you might call me crazy. I don't know if he's S tier. Yes, he's an invincible card, but like his jump shot is good, but his dribble sigs are not good whatsoever. he doesn't have very much movement at the shooting guard position compared to a Josh Childress, a Richard Jefferson, a Cedric Maxwell. And compared to Shawn Marion's jump shot is 10 times better. Shawn Marion's SIGs are a lot better. And he's just as good defensively. He has 99 every single stat. Yes, he's just missing the 12 legend badges, but does that make a huge difference in my opinion? No. So I'm going to put Paul George in high A. He's a very good shooting guard for sure. I just don't think he's an S tier. Rick Barry got to go at least somewhere in A, on the same ranking as Amen Thompson. Very good shooting guard, great dribble SIGs with a good jump shot. Herb Jones is okay, like he's a good defender, really good defender on the perimeter. We're going to throw Herb Jones in B tier. Chris Middleton, he's just a worse version of Mike Miller. I'm going to throw him in C tier. Danny Green's going to be in C tier. OG Anunoby's got to go, I would say at least in B, but I could see OG in A. He's basically just Kawhi Leonard. He's really good defensively, has a great jump shot. I do like OG in A. And then Ron Artest, I would say, is probably in B tier. A slightly worse version, in my opinion, because of his jump shot compared to Kawhi and compared to Amen Thompson, or compared to OG Anunoby. Now, I'm going to put J-Dub and probably Glenn Robinson in S. I do think these two shooting guards are better than every other card in A. I like Glenn Robinson a ton. J-Dub is really good as well. So yeah, guys, these are going to be my best obtainable shooting guards in this game. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list down below, but hopefully you guys found it helpful. So now you know, if you need a shooting guard and you don't want to spend millions of MT, and you're looking for, looking for the best shooting guard possible, these are going to be the best obtainable ones in my opinion. But I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.